Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Acha, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Alright, so Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson, and we're going to go straight into the point. And it says here, Hear ye the word which the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, spake it unto you, O house of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those that have been scattered throughout the whole, throughout the world, okay, in the midst of these heathens. So it says here, Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, learn not the ways of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. Okay, now I bring this precept out just to accentuate the point that tonight, being the Passover, okay, the Passover of the Lord, in remembrance of the Lord's sacrifice, okay, there's gonna be a blood moon, okay, and just as it says, a spiritual man. Let me bring that out. It says he, 1 Corinthians 2, and I'll start at 12. 1 Corinthians 2 and 12. Now we have the Spirit. So now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit of which is of the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given unto us of the Most High. Which things also we speak not in words which men's wisdom teacheth, but the Holy Spirit teaches, compares spiritual things with spiritual. Okay, we're looking at the world via a different lens. Okay, via a spiritual lens. Okay, the Lord is showing us these signs so that we can attest and understand that He is returning soon. It's not for nothing that on the night of the Passover, okay, on the day of the Passover, it sets up with a blood moon, okay. Yahushai's blood redeemed His elect, okay. I see it as a sign of warning, not only warning but a declaration. Okay, that's a statement. Okay, it's not for nothing. It's no coincidence. Okay, that these things are happening, man. It's no coincidence. Okay, and as it says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So they're not in tune with the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, nor the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay. The carnal mind is enmity against the Lord, so they can never attain the spiritual things of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. To them, it's just another day. The blood moon to them is just a sight to see. Okay, as it says, the heathen are dismayed at the signs of heaven. But we see it. Those that are in the mindset of Hamashiach, we see these things and we understand. It's like, okay, Lord, we understand what you're trying to tell us. These things are just a omen to the things that are about to happen, the transition of kingdoms. Okay, the Lord is telling us to prepare ourselves, to get our house in order. Okay, to strengthen ourselves in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, that's what the Lord is telling us pertaining to these things. Okay, the natural man cannot receive it because he's not of the Lord. But those that have their eyes open, that have the eyes salved, they understand what this means, man. The Lord is telling us that He's on His way, man. Okay. And just as when in Exodus, let me bring that out, Exodus 12, and I'm going to come back to this. Exodus 12, it says here, and I'll start at 7, Exodus 12 and 7, and they shall take the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door post of the house wherein they shall eat, and they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread with bitter herbs they shall eat. It says here, Verse 12, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt will I execute judgment. I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, so that blood is, on a spiritual sense, we're doing that. We're rehearsing the righteous acts by executing and taking part of the Lord's sacrifice, okay, which is the Passover, by roasting lamb, okay, without seasoning, okay, and eating it with unleavened bread, okay, taking part of the feast of unleavened bread, okay, taking part of the Passover by rehearsing the righteous acts, okay. We're doing this in memory of Yahweh Ba'ashem in memory of Yahweh Shai's sacrifice, which he overcame death through the sacrifice on the cross. So he died, but he came back because he'd never sinned. Okay. So all these things are a memorial of the Lord, and we do this so that when the Lord is going to send his angel of death upon this land, we can obtain mercy. Okay, we can obtain salvation. Okay. It's not for nothing that we're partaking in this Passover, man. The Lord is sending signs, man. Even the dream that the brother had, again, is as it says. Okay, so let me finish here and I'm gonna go back to 1 Corinthians. Okay, so it says here, verse 12, I'll read 12 again. And for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both men and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt will I execute judgment. I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. Hence the Passover. When the Lord see the blood, that you're covered by the blood of Yahweh, by the blood of Yahweh Shai, Salakia, by the blood of Yahweh Shai, the angel of death will pass over you. Okay? And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you, and when I smite the land of Egypt. Okay? So again, as it says, and this day shall be for you a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast for the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai throughout your generations, and ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. Okay, that's a part of our custom. That's a part of being an Israelite, taking part of the Passover. But it's another thing, you have to make sure that you're in the right mindset. Okay, because if you eat it unworthily, that's bringing death upon yourself. Okay, I'm not going to go into it, but it tells you, Paul tells us, if you eat this Passover unworthily, okay, first of all, you're not acknowledging Yahweh Shai. Okay, what's the point of you taking the Passover? Because the lamb represents Yahweh Shai. When you drink of that wine, that represents Yahweh Shai's blood. When you eat of that bread, that represents Yahweh Shai's body. Okay, that represents in entirety. The Passover represents Yahweh Shai, you being. Okay, as it says, if you don't eat of my blood, if you don't eat of my... Let me bring that out. Let me bring that out, man. John 6 and 51. So like I'll start at 47. John 6 and 47. Verily I say unto you, he that believeth on me had everlasting life. Okay? And that's a beautiful thing, because again, through your faith, okay, to believe, okay, is to have faith. Okay, and faith is the belief of something that you cannot see. Okay, so if you believe, because again, we did not see Yahweh Shai with bodily eyes, but we believe through the Spirit that he will return. That's what we were waiting for. Okay, we're waiting for Yahweh Shai to return and to establish righteousness on this earth. Okay, so verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me had everlasting life. I am the bread of life. I am the bread of life. He is the vine. And if you're not attached to Yahweh Shai, you're through. You're dead. You can't do nothing without Yahweh Shai. Okay? Your fathers did eat manna in the wilderness and are dead. Okay? Because that manna sustained them in the flesh, but not in the spirit. Now they're dead. It's only through Yahweh Shai that you can obtain that everlasting life. This is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that man may eat thereof and not die. I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat this bread, he shall live forever. And that bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world of Israel, not the whole world. The heathens, these heathens, cannot partake in the Passover. They have nothing to do with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This is only for the Israelites, the elect of the house of Israel. Okay, because they are the first fruit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that trusted in Hamashiach and will inherit the kingdom of heaven on this first go round. Okay, the Israelites therefore strove among themselves, saying, how can this man give us flesh to eat? How can this guy give us flesh to eat? This guy, he's a bug out. He's talking about eating cannibalism. No, we can't be doing this. This guy is going off. Surely he's a demon. That's what these people were thinking, because they were, again, like I read before in 1 Corinthians, they were carnal men. Okay? They were spiritually discerned. They couldn't understand the spiritual innuendos that the Lord was trying to put, that was trying to give to these people, man. Okay? They didn't understand. Okay? So it says here, then Yahushua said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, except ye eat of the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, ye have no life in you. So again, when do you partake in the flesh of the Son of Man? When you partake in his blood? During the Passover. You must take part of the Passover to be a part of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? That's a stamp that solidifies that you are of him. Okay? To solidify that you have life in you. That you have life. Because, again, if you do it worthily, and you do it through faith, okay, that means that you believe in the Lord and you have everlasting life. Okay? You're rehearsing the righteous act because you believe. Faith without works is dead. Okay, so you believe in the Lord, you're going to take heed of the Passover, and you're going to treat it as a solemn assembly. You're going to understand the importance of the Passover. You're going to understand why you're doing this, the reason why you're taking heed to this custom. Okay? Okay? Whosoever eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise them up at the last day. Okay? We're not doing this. It's not a joke. It's not a celebration. It's a serious thing, man. It's a solemn assembly. Okay? Let me see if I can bring out the word solemn. What does that mean? For those who don't understand. Okay? It says here solemn in the Merriam-Webster definition. It says here very serious or formal, such as characterized by or causing a very serious and subdued attitude or atmosphere. Okay? Done or made with utmost sincerity. You have to be sincere. The Lord looketh at the heart. Okay? The Lord doesn't look like man looks. Okay? You have to be worthy to partake in the Passover of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Just if you don't do it worthily, you're marking yourself for death. Okay, that's why it says it's better not, if you don't really believe in Yahushai, if you don't really believe in this truth, don't partake in the Passover. Okay, keep hope for next year. Okay, hope for next year, because right now, if you don't believe, you're marking yourself for death. If you're taking it unworthily, there's no point. Okay, there's no point. All right, it says here, formal and binding. Formal, it's a serious thing. Formal and binding, and again, in the formal thing, if it's something formal, that means that you have to be properly dressed, have the proper attire. And it says, put on righteousness as a robe. Okay, you have to have the right mindset mentally. Okay, spiritually, you have to have the right mindset. Okay, especially in accordance with religion or law of a serious nature. Okay, marked by the observance and established form or ceremony, celebrated with so basically it's a serious event. It's not a time to be partying with strippers. Okay, it's not a time to be in a fucking strip club, man. Excuse my language. Okay, this is not the time to be popping bottles. Okay, and acting like niggas. Okay, this is not the time for that, man. Okay, you have other celebrations according to the Hebrew custom where you actually go and celebrate it and party and feast and rejoice. This is not a time of rejoicing. This is a time to honor, okay, and acknowledge the sacrifice that Yahushua made. Because you have to put that not that shit. You have to put that in your mind. You have to consider that night when Yahushua had the Passover with his disciples. You have to acknowledge the mood that was you have to be able to read the room. Okay, Yahushua knew that he was about to die, man. Okay, Yahushua understood that he was about to die, man. You think he was smiling and jumping around and partying and turning up? No, man. Later on, he was sweating blood in the Garden of Gethsemane, man, because he was so stressed. Okay? You see? We have to understand the seriousness of this thing that we're in, that we're partaking in, man. The Passover is no joke. Okay? You see? So bringing it back, I wanted to bring it back to the dream. Okay, to the dream that the brother had. Okay? Because he mentioned that the angel of death was in the midst of Israel. The congregation of Israel. Those that knew that they were Israelites. Okay? And that angel of death was there to smite. Okay? And those that didn't have the right garments, those that didn't have the right understanding, those that were going off, ended up being murked. Okay? They ended up being slayed. Okay? The Lord, the angel of death put them to death. You see? The angel of death put them to death. But those that were sealed, okay, those that were doing the right things in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai were preserved. They were not destroyed. Also, and the fact that this brother had this dream in this time, it is also a sign to take heed. The Lord is gonna. It says that the slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay, many. Okay, the Lord is gonna do a wondrous work, man. The Lord is gonna catch a lot of bodies in the times that we're in, man. So we have to take heed. This is no joke, man. Right? Blood moon, brother having dreams of that nature. Okay, the Lord causing prophecies to come to pass. Okay, causing Egyptians to be against Egyptians. The hate against the whore, which is Babylon the Great. All these things are happening exponentially, man. The prophecies are coming to pass. It says at the end it shall speak. The vision shall speak. So now we're seeing the vision speak, man. So we're to take heed. The spiritual man judges everything according to the spirit. So you have to be in tune with the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, knowing the things that are about to happen, man. Okay? Lest that day comes upon you unaware. Alright? If that does happen, you're gonna fall through it, man. You're not gonna be able to stand because you haven't been doing your due diligence to take heed to the words of prophecy, man. Right? So you're gonna end up being left out of salvation. Right? And that's not the lot that we aspire to take part of as being men of the Lord. Okay, the men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, we're in this truth, we're doing this work, we're partaking in the Passover to inherit salvation, to obtain mercy in the time of wrath. Okay? That's why we're doing these things, man. So we have to take heed of the signs, man. So again, the blood moon happening at this time is really a warning sign. And again, the people in the world, they're not going to take heed. To them, it's nothing. Okay, but for those that are spiritual, they're gonna see these things, and they're gonna acknowledge the power of the Lord, and they're gonna know that He's on His way back, man. Okay. So again, that was a quick hitter. Okay, pertaining to the Passover, all right, pertaining to the signs that the Lord is showing in these times, knowing that we're almost out of this wicked captivity, man, out of this wicked kingdom, man. The Lord will come and deliver His elect speedily. Okay, so hold fast, Okay, we're coming into the time of the Passover. Remember Yahweh Shai, what he had to go through, what he had to endure in that time. Okay, try to the best of your abilities to put yourself in his shoes. Okay, you know, as much as possible, and understand the value of his sacrifice. Okay, that he did for us 2,000 years ago, so that the whole house of Israel can obtain remission of sin. Okay, so that being said, until next time, until next lesson, shalom. Lord willing, this was edifying.